On the evening of April 2026, the Washington Hilton's Grand Ballroom held 2,600 elite guests. The crowd was a mix of high-ranking politicians and members of the press, gathered for an event intended to celebrate freedom of speech. Donald Trump was among them, seated at a front table with his family. The venue itself carries a dark history for the Secret Service. This is the same hotel where John Hinckley Jr. shot President Ronald Reagan in 1981. Since that attempt, VIP protection has evolved into a heavily layered perimeter designed to detect and stop threats long before they reach the ballroom doors. Yet, between 8:35 and 8:40 p.m., gunshots rang out inside the hotel. The ballroom descended into chaos as guests crawled for cover and waiters abandoned their service trays to find exits. Cole Allen had managed to bring multiple weapons past several layers of security, coming within a short distance of the former president. Investigators identified the attacker as a 31-year-old California resident named Cole Allen. Authorities described Allen as a lone wolf. Because he operated without the communications or financial links of a larger organization, he remained disconnected from the patterns intelligence agencies typically track. To understand the breach, look at the Secret Service's three-ring defense, the outer, middle, and inner perimeters. The outer ring includes public streets and parking. Because these spaces remain open to the public, they are the hardest to fully control. Allen took advantage of this by staying as a guest at the Hilton. He spent time inside the hotel before the dinner, effectively living within the first layer of the security zone. While security forces monitor these public areas, they cannot screen every individual in a hotel as thoroughly as those entering the ballroom, creating a structural vulnerability. The middle ring serves as the primary screening point. This is where agents check IDs, verify event credentials, and review invitations for every guest. The ongoing investigation is focusing on how Allen bypassed this checkpoint, examining the possibility of forged badges or a lapse in the credentialing system. Allen reached a security checkpoint near the inner ring, the final layer before the ballroom, where he was finally confronted by Secret Service agents. At this checkpoint, Allen brandished several knives and a powerful pump-action shotgun. When agents moved to intercept him, Allen had a high-quality bulletproof vest. He remained in stable condition following the encounter. Despite the complex surveillance and multiple checkpoints, the security plan failed to stop the armed attacker until an officer physically blocked his path. This moment illustrates the last 10 seconds problem. When a perimeter is breached, agents have an evaporating window of time to protect their target. Inside the hall, agents responded to the sound of gunfire by immediately tackling Trump and using their own bodies to shield him. Following their intense training, the protective detail swiftly evacuated the former president to a secure location within seconds. In this final stage of protection, survival depends on the kinetic speed and muscle memory of the agents on the ground. Security forces captured Allen and neutralized the threat. Trump later released a video statement on social media, praising the Secret Service for their quick action. This Hilton breach follows a sequence of security scares involving Donald Trump over the last few years. These include the 2024 shooting in Butler, Pennsylvania, where a bullet grazed his ear, and a later confrontation involving an armed man at his Florida golf course. While investigators probe Allen's specific motives, they are operating against a backdrop of intense political friction. National debates over immigration policies and conflict in Iran have increasingly turned political events into high-stakes security environments. This polarization makes the lone wolf a recurring challenge. Security agencies find it difficult to predict when an unnetworked individual will decide to act on these specific societal tensions. The Hilton attack shows that no matter how many rings of security are in place, an individual acting alone in a divided climate remains a difficult threat for even the best trained teams to eliminate.